I started camping relatively late in life and joined a bunch of friends of mine. And I was in a small little plastic tent and then extended it to a canvas tent. But my friends all had trailers, and I realized this camping in the tent wasn't going to work any further. So I went to the Cake Net exhibition at Morrison and literally looked at every trailer that was there. Literally for the very first time was introduced to Bushwakka, and I was sold from the beginning. Two primary reasons. The one is being able to step into the trailer without having to bend down. And the other one, which really has been important to me, is the fact that I can get into bed in a normal way, not having to dive into bed. I have the Sundowner Classic, and it really ticks every single one of the boxes. To be honest with you, there's very little that I would conceivably change. The one thing that is really nice is that front cone, where you can pack a significant amount of wood. So I always buy wood wherever I'm going, but I know I've got my best quality wood in the nose cone, which is dry because it's already been there for a lengthy period of time. The other thing that I just really want to comment on as well is the electrics. I spent 10 days off-grid in Manapools in Zimbabwe, ran my fridge, my freezer, and everything else during that entire period. For sure, of course, being in Zimbabwe, there was a lot of sun, but nevertheless, there was never a moment of stress where I thought I'm going to run out of power. 3 years ago, my Uncle Stanley had his 100th birthday. I add, he is still alive and doing well, but he lives in Johannesburg, and I decided to take a road trip, go to Joburg, and then go to Kruger. On the way, just after Welkom, I hit some really bad tar, and the next minute, my axle just was completely buggered. As typically would happen, it started raining, my phone signal was off, I was just completely beside myself. Managed to get through to a friend of mine, and he said, well, why did you get hold of Bushwakka? I said, well, I need to get hold of the insurance. Anyway, I phoned, managed to get hold of Bushwakka. Well, it was just phenomenal. Within an hour, Bushwakka arranged somebody to pick me up. Bushwakka had arranged a new axle to come from Bloemfontein to Welkom. I would have been back on the road again if it wasn't for the fact that the people at the repair place didn't have a ready available welder, so I had to stay overnight. But that sense of certainty, of comfort, and of knowing that you've got a backup team to look after you is phenomenal. I have to be honest, I've never experienced anything from any other service company before. Bushwakka, they rock.